Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, especially in Indian mythology. We say Puranas, and there are two kinds of people. One, people who believes that Puranas are real. Puranas are given by the sages or seers who understood the higher wisdom. So whatever they said must be real. And second set of people, no, that must not be the case. It's fake. Puranas are just stories. It doesn't have any value. There are two sets of people, and there is a third set of people, which people like you basically who watching this particular video is, I'm not sure, it might be true or it might not be, but I'm a bit confused. If you are in that state, I would welcome you to this video, and we will going to talk about what these Puranas are and how Puranas can help us in making our better life. Okay, so Purana, right? This Purana is a word is originated from Sanskrit. So Purana, which means literally what is the definition of Purana is, it's older. In other ways, it says that even though it is older, it looks in a very newest shape or newest form. That is what the definition of Purana which we can find from the text. Okay. Now, these Puranas comes from where? Like what is the origin? How we have organized this Purana is the next question, right? So basically, Vedas says that there are 18 Vidyas exist. When you say Vidyas, Vidyas is nothing but the pattern of knowledge which has been recorded, I would say. So if people has recorded a certain knowledge pattern, then it comes under Vidya. Okay, it's Vidya. There is nothing to much dream about or hallucinate about. So that is called Vidya. Now 18 Vidyas, what are those 18 Vidyas? I'll like to give a tablet for this. For example, you have 4 Vedas. We all know. Rig, Yajur, Samam and Atharvanam. So these are the 4 Vedas. And the next comes the Veda Angas. What are the Veda Angas are? 6. Siksha, Vyagaranam, Niruttam, Sandam, Jyotisham, Kalpam. So these are the 6 Veda Angas. Then Upangas are there. What are those? Nothing but Purana, Nyayam, Mimamsam, Arthashastram. And we have one more set of last set, which is the 4th set, is nothing but these are called Dhanurvedam, Ayurvedam, and Arthashastram and Gandharva Vedam. These are all the last set of scriptures. So we have this particular certain format, and in this, which one is we are talking about is the 11th one, which is Purana. So Puranas is part of Veda. It's not exactly the Veda, but to explain the Vedas into the common people, the Puranas has been written. And if you ask me, the Puranas are multiple, but majorly it is divided into 18 Puranas, and out of 18 Puranas, 10 Puranas are dedicated to Lord Shiva, which we everyone know about. So now, out of these 10 Puranas, there are a lot of classifications and there are a lot of mantras, lot of sutras exist. Especially, I would say that there is a Purana for Kumara Sambhavam called, and it's a lakhs and lakhs of stotras are there. So there is nothing we can take a small book and finish the Purana. No, there are a lot of scriptures available in Sanskrit, and Sanskrit is one of the beautiful language which has recorded many of our spiritual knowledge from the different parts of the country, and we call as India. So there is a knowledge which people have gained, and they have recorded these particular things in the form of Vedas, Puranas, all the Angas, right? So we understand this. Now, whether these Puranas will really help the people, that's another question. And why the seers or rishis made these Puranas? What is the inner meaning of it? I would suggest that you read the Puranas and get some context out of it. But before that, does this Puranas is exactly one-to-one mapping, like it's exactly same? Has it happened? The answer is no, it has not happened. People want to convey a certain message to you, and to convey the message, what the sages or rishis made a decision is, I'll convey the message, but the message will go to the people for multiple generations. I no need to worry about any other thing. I want the message to be conveyed. So they decided a story format, and they made the story with a certain message. And the story also has the symbols in it. If you can understand the symbolics, then you are better at position. So a better position. So for example, I'll say, you know, all should speak the truth. Speaking truth is a very good nature and it's a good habit, all good. But if I say speak truth, then you might forget. At certain situation, you might speak lie as well. But if I say you that there is a person who was a king and he has made a vow that I should always speak truth, but even though whatever the sorrow he had in his life, for example, he lost his kingdom, he lost his wife, he lost his son, and there are so many challenges happened, but that particular fellow has maintained this particular virtue, which is maintaining the speaking truth always, who is nothing but Harishchandra. So this Purana is Harishchandra Purana. And even you would have known that Mahatma Gandhi listened to this Harishchandra Puranam and he made a vow that I will speak truth, I will speak always speak truth. This we know. So this story format will be able to remember and easy to tell, and you can pass on to generations. So what happens here is the main message is conveyed. Whenever you have some tough time or whenever you have some something which is disturbing you, then the story will come to your mind and you will make a better decision. So sages and rishis have known and decoded that basically I have to give a message in a very beautiful format which you will never forget. So the Puranas are meant for that, and Puranas has more and more meaning, much more than what it has been defined in a normal language. And you have to decodify it. The symbolics has to be explained to you so that you understand the real gesture of what it means. So now, this Satyam Vada, whatever we say, speak the truth, has been conveyed via Harishchandra Purana. Similarly, we have multiple Puranas and the ultimate aim of each Purana will be different. Some Puranas will teach you the philosophical way of life. Some Puranas will teach you how to maintain your health. So there are a hell lot of classifications. So in this particular way, right, when we speak about it, I would like to say that in Tamil Nadu, we have a great saint called Vallalar. Vallalar has had a very difficult situation. Basically, he wanted to convey, he wanted to make sure everyone is progressing towards a spiritual path. But what happened is, people has been not following the practices. People has been following a different paths and people is not able to follow his guidance. And he found the root cause for it. And you know what the root cause? People are blind about the Puranas. People are blindly believing that this has happened. So they are sticking to that particular symbols instead of catching the main truth behind it. And the very beautiful song of Vallalar, what he says is, Kalai uraitha karpanai ellam nilai enak kondadum kanmoodi palakkamellam manmoodi poga. What he says in this Tamil verse is, actually the language department has beautified so many things in the form of Puranas, but people think that these are all real. They don't understand the context or they don't understand the grasp meaning of why this symbol has been given to them. They clinger on the symbols instead of why it has been given to you. People forgot the real meaning between the symbols. Like people forgot why they are hanging also. Why are they hanging around certain form of worship or certain form of literature? They have forgot the real meaning, and that's why people are in suffering. I want to make sure you are not in the suffering mode. So Vallalar has clearly mentioned this. So we have to understand and we have to keep this also in our mind to make sure that Puranas is not 100% real. It has an inner meaning. It has something to teach you. So if you read any Puranas, I want to make sure that what it has to teach you. And while mentioning the Puranas, you would also mention like we know about the Ramayana and Mahabharata, especially in India. These two are classified as Itihasas. Itihasa means it's kind of history. That means it has happened. Like Mahabharata and Ramayana, they have embodied like basically this has happened. That's what people convey. That's why they say Itihasa. So these Itihasas also in the form like basically the life happening. If something is problem is happening, the certain characters will be there in the Mahabharata, Ramayana, where you can easily correlate. And even in a smaller village, you know that the Mahabharata and Ramayana characters has been known because they want to convey the message to all. Consider when there is no way of communication, but you have to communicate this message, and people use the dramas as a form of a communication. Like for example, now we are using the cell phones, like we make videos, we make shots and everything, and we spread it, right? Similarly, there are certain art forms available in the previous, and it's just a natakam we say in Tamil, Sanskrit is natak, and in Tamil it's a Nadakam. So this drama also has been very much famous, and these Puranas also have been made as dramas in various forms. And if you are from Tamil Nadu, or if you know Tamil, then you know that Purana, when you hear the word, you would know about the Periya Puranam, which is nothing but the 63 Saivite 9 mass stories. And you know about Thiruvillayadal Puranam. And apart from that, there are so many Puranams available. Taduttatkonda Puranam. Like, there are so many Puranas available, and I would request that we will, wherever it's possible, we'll try to make sure we read these Puranas and try to interpret what is the real meaning behind these Puranas and why they have conveyed it. And it will be extremely useful if you know the language Tamil, because what I'm going to teach, or I'm going to explain or discuss with you is going to be the Tamil Puranas mostly. Sanskrit Puranas will try to take it, but it will not be pretty much sooner. But Tamil Puranas, and first we'll go in a certain format, okay? And which one we are going to take first is, it's my hometown, basically Thirukalukundram. In Thirukalukundram, we have Thirukalukundra Puranam. It's a, okay, basically it's about the glory of Thirukalukundram. It's called the Sacred Eagle Temple, also we call in English. So this particular Thirukalukundra Puranam has been written by Andaga Kavi Veera Raghava Mudaliyar. You know the beauty of it, this particular person doesn't have a vision from his birth. But how come he clearly written how Thirukalukundram is and how the Thirukalukundram beauty is, what are the specialities of it? Everything is through his ears and everything is through his senses. And basically he learned Tamil in a very fantastic way, and he is the one who created the Thirukalukundra Puranam. And it is pretty much important that you understand this. Like, we will try to go to certain Puranas, especially we have Arunachala Puranam, Thirukadavur Puranam. Like, there are so many Puranas available for each and every place, for each and every temple. And it's pretty much important to know about these Puranas, which will give you some guidance to make your life pretty much easier. So these Puranas have some philosophical concepts in it. These Puranas have some guidance which can help you to make your progress further. These things will make your life smarter. That's the ultimate aim. So we will read about it, and if you are pretty much interested about it, I want you to mention that in the comment, or you can post which topic you want to discuss in English, so that we can discuss that particular topic. And basically, if you ask me, I would be more touching around the Tamil, Sanskrit, Saiva Siddhanta, Vedanta, and certain scriptures. And these are the areas which I am interested in. And if you also have the co-interest, it's pretty much beautiful. So let's talk about it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I would recommend you to subscribe to this channel so that you get a notification whenever I post a video on certain same topic. I see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.